Hey, what's up guys? My name is Anand and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to set up Google Search ad campaign. We'll be going through the new interface, the new options, and all the things that you need to learn about setting up Google Search ad campaign. So let's get started. So as you can see, I'm in my Google Ads account. So basically what you need to do is go to ads.google.com. If you don't have an account, you can quickly create one. The process is very straightforward. It will ask you like information such as your name of your business, your website URL, payment method, and it will probably ask you to do some verification, but it's very straightforward. If you have set up like a Facebook business manager or any other account before, you should not face any issues creating a new Google ad account. Now once you complete those steps, this is what you will end up. You need to go to ads.google.com, and initially you won't see any data in here because you have not obviously ran any campaign. So to start with your first Google search campaign, you need to click on this new campaign button. Now if you see a create button on the left side, that's fine too, but essentially you click on this new campaign, and this is where you will get to see like a bunch of options. Now as you can see, there are a bunch of different things going on over here, so let me walk you through like the different options. Sales is basically when you have like a Shopify store or a Magento or WooCommerce store and you want to drive online sales or in-app or in-store purchases. That's when you will use the sales as the option. The next option is leads. You can use this option to drive traffic to your landing page and then capture leads, or it can be to generate marketing qualified leads, sales qualified leads, newsletters, or it can be even like utilizing the latest Google lead form extension. So that's when you will use this leads as the option. Then you have website traffic. This is when you want to drive traffic to your landing page, product page, business website, service page, or pretty much anything, any page on your website. If you want to drive traffic, then you will use this option. The next option is product and brand consideration. This is typically useful for new brands who want to encourage people to, explore your products or service. If you are starting out new and let's say you have a promo video or, a banner or any other, marketing activity that's for a brand new, service, in that case, you will use this option. So again, as you can see, it's for brand consideration, and really it's for people to explore your products and services. I would say brand awareness and reach falls under the same bucket, but I think the product and brand consideration is a little bit down the funnel. If you are really brand new and if you're starting out fresh, then you can use brand awareness and reach. In this case, the optimization or the bidding strategy will be completely different. Then you have app promotion. So if you want to promote your Android or iOS app and you want to have more people download them, then you can use app promotion. Then let's say you have a brick and mortar store or a local shop or a restaurant or anything that is you know within a specific geographic location and you want to drive foot traffic. In that case, you will use local store visits and promotion. And again, as you can see, this is pretty useful when you want to drive visits to local shops, dinings, restaurants, and dealerships. And finally, you have a blanket option, which is create a campaign without a goal. Now, I would not choose this option because, again, having a dedicated goal in mind is awesome and it is really helpful. So we're going to take an example, a random example of, let's say you are a real estate agent and you want to drive traffic to your real estate website and generate leads, and you want to target people who are interested in, let's say, buying or selling your home. So let's take that as an example, right? So to do a search campaign, you would then select website traffic, and then you can select a goal in option. Now in my case, I have created a submitted lead form as a conversion goal. If you don't know how to create a conversion goal, I'll quickly show you how to do that. In your tools and settings, under measurement, you can click on conversions, and this is where you will configure your conversion action. So let's say, for example, you are having a contact us form on your website and you want to try to identify how many people are filling out your contact us form, and you want to basically uh, categorize that as a conversion. In that case, what you will do is you will click on new conversion action, you will click on website, you will basically provide your domain name. So in my case, I'm gonna provide my domain name. What this tool does is it's scanning through your website URL, and it's going to recommend a conversion, or it's going to suggest a conversion based on the information that it finds. Now let this run in the background, we'll come back to it later, but that is what basically is going on over here. You can create a conversion goal. Again, you can add a goal, as you can see. If you click on add goal and engagement, basically what happens is it's gonna consider engagement as one of the conversion. I'm gonna remove this because I don't want engagement as my goal. Now, as you can see, um, the next option in your conversion is you can create a conversion action manually. So I'm going to quickly show you how to do that. Click on plus and click on a category. Now let's say we spoke about people filling out a contact us form. So you can choose this as an option, or let's say it's about a product inquiry or service inquiry, you can select submitted lead form as the conversion action. If you want to track booking appointment, that's again an option. Sign up request code, there's a bunch of options in here. So depending upon the type of conversion that you're tracking, choose the right option. These three are basically e-commerce. This is for top of the funnel. This is for lead generation, marketing qualified lead, sales qualified lead, and then this is engagement. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that for contact us. So I'm going to clicking on contact us over here. I'm going to give it a name as submitted contact us form, and then you can assign a value for each conversion. You can, let's say, you can assign like $10 or $50 depending upon the business. If it's a high ticket sales, then of course this contact conversion will be much higher. You can use the same value for each conversion, or you can use a different value for each conversion, or you don't have to use a value at all. And then you can count every conversion or one conversion. Now let's say you have done all these steps and you click on done. Google is going to give you the option to set it up. So if I go back, okay, once I hit save, look at that. Google is now telling me that you need to set up this conversion on your website. Now, if you don't know how to set up conversion tracking, I have a separate video in my YouTube channel, but the recommended way is to use Google Tag Manager. Once you have your tag manager set up, you just need to create a new tag and choose Google Conversions, and then enter the conversion ID and the conversion label, and then hit done. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna go back over here for a second, and I am going to delete this because I'm not set up properly. Okay, so that's basically conversion tracking. So going back to our campaign setup, website traffic, choose the conversion action, hit continue. All right, this is where you're going to select the placement. Now, as you can see, you have your search campaign over here, which is basically based on people who are searching for queries on Google, and it's based on high intent. Performance Max is the latest version of Google Ads, which is basically, with Performance Max, you are essentially able to advertise on pretty much all platforms. So if I go next, let me click on learn more. You will see that Performance Max will work on search, display, um, Google Network, YouTube, and even Gmail. So Performance Max is really good if you want to like scale and take it further, but I would not recommend starting out with Performance Max. It's really you're dependent on Google to decide which platform and which placement works best. So that's this option. Display is basically when you will select, you want to run like banner ads. Shopping campaign is when you want to promote your Shopify or Google Merchant Center feed that is connected to your e-commerce store and then run Google Ads. Video is when you want to advertise on YouTube, and then Discovery is when you want to run ads on YouTube, Gmail, and Discover and more. All right. So I'm gonna select search. I'm gonna give my website name or URL over here, and then I'm gonna say real estate um, traffic. Hit continue. Okay, so what Google is recommending is you start with conversion as your bidding strategy. Now, again, if you want to collect leads on your website, then conversion is a good bidding strategy. But let's say you just want to drive traffic to a squeeze page or an inquiry page, or you want to promote your business. In that case, you can use clicks as one of the bidding strategy, and you can even set like a maximum cost per click bid limit. So that way, you don't spend more than, let's say, a certain threshold for a single click. So again, it depends on your niche, your industry, competition, and a bunch of different metrics. And I would recommend using a tool like Keyword Planner or SEMrush so that you can do some competitor analysis and come up with a list of keywords. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly open up SEMrush just for the heck of it and show you how to perform keyword research. So let's see, real estate agent California. All right, I'm gonna pull it up over here. I think I misspelled it. Let's start with real estate agent. Okay, so as you can see, my tool is giving, SEMrush is giving me like, the volume is like 90,000 search volume per month. Pretty freaking crazy. I'm gonna zoom in a bit and give it a state. You know, Typically it's even more specific. Sacramento, for example. Okay, so now as you can see, I started with real estate agent, and it was freaking out because the difficulty score was like 95, which is extremely high. The cost per click was, I don't know, I think it was something like, let's go back for a second. It's not bad, it's still 7.44, but again the intent is not that great. So what I'm doing over here is I'm trying to show you how you can refine your keyword selection. So come up with a list of keywords, as you can see, and these are some of the recommended keywords. The intent is commercial, so that's good. So basically what you'll do is you'll select all of these keywords. These are all good keywords, right? These are from I wouldn't say these are short tail keywords. These are like mid tail and long tail keywords. The cost per click is like 8. So let's say you want to set up a cost per click is like a maximum click is like 10, and you don't want to go beyond that, right? That's how you can set it up. All right, I'm gonna go next, and then let's say that my real estate agent is based out of California, and I only want to target people who are looking for like real estate agents in Sacramento. So I'm gonna select United States, or I can select enter another location, and I can say Sacramento, United States, California, and hit target. So as you can see, now you are really zooming in on a specific location. If you are trying to advertise, nationwide, citywide, statewide, depending upon your business and what you're promoting, you can choose the location targeting option. Now, I would highly recommend using this feature because you can blow up your budget. Secondly, even if you have limited budget and if you expand it to like everyone, you won't get good quality like traffic. So Make use of it. Another tip is make sure to use presence. When you choose this option, you are forcing Google to only target people who are in your targeted location and not people interested in your target location. So I might be living, let's say, in New York, and I'm interested in California. Google will still show me the ad if I search real estate agent in Sacramento, because I have shown interest in the past of liking Sacramento, if that makes sense. So I need to be living in Sacramento, and only then the ad will trigger. I will leave the language as English. Audience segment. Now this is where you can create like more audience specific interest, and you can overlap with your keyword selection. So if you want to narrow down your reach of your campaign to the selected segment, then I would say you can use targeting. And what will happen is Google will first trigger the ad based on the person who had typed in the exact query or keyword that you have set up in your keyword section in your campaign. Number one. Number two, they need to match the audiences that you're going to select over here. So I'm going to select real estate over here. And what will happen is Google is going to basically give me a bunch of options. And the freaking awesome part about this is Google has already built some interest based categories over here. So in market, so people who are in market and trying to look at properties for purchase. Look at this, people interested in purchasing or renting residential or commercial real estate. Why wouldn't you use this, right? So I'm going to select that. Residential properties in market for houses, residential properties, new houses, so on and so forth, right? There are a bunch of things over here. I'm going to choose all of them because this is exactly what real estate does. Now I'm going to choose observation over here because I don't want to go too narrow, but this is a great way to like overlap your keyword and your audience. All right, that's fantastic. Ad rotation, we don't need to do that. Make sure to set an end date. It's always a wise idea to set an end date. Campaign URL option. So I would recommend enabling auto tagging, so that way you don't need to use any kind of tracking template, and Google will automatically use the GCL ID, Google Click ID, to pass on the tracking parameters. But if you do want to use tracking template, then I have a tool called as Google Campaign URL Builder. This is a fantastic tool. Over here you can add in a bunch of options over here, and you can like for example, all Google needs is the URL of the website, UTM or campaign ID, campaign source, campaign medium, campaign name, and it's going to give you like a URL something like this, and then you can copy that and you will need to paste it in here. That's pretty much it. All right, so that's your campaign URL option. Hit next. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to show you a quick hack. I'm going to pick the best of the best real estate agent or my competitors in my space, and I'm going to paste it over here. And what Google will do is it's going to scan through the competitor's website, and it's going to automatically recommend a list of keywords. Now, it's a sloppy way of keyword research, but as you can see, Google is auto recommending some decent amount of keywords over here. It's saying homes for sale, home sale, houses for sale, blah blah blah. But as you can see, like these are all like decent keywords, but this is not what we are looking for. We want to target people who are looking for real estate agents in Sacramento. So that's why conducting a keyword research using like a tool like SEMrush, Ahref is super beneficial. So what you can do is you can basically copy a bunch of these keywords, and I'm just gonna hit copy for now, go back, delete all of them and paste in. Oops. All right, the dumb thing is that it's not allowing me to only. All right, you get the point, right? It's copying the entire intent and everything. So what I would do is just export them um, and then you can copy it, right? Just the keyword. Um, so let's continue for a moment. Let Google recommend like from the competitor that I pasted. So as you can see, two ways to find keywords, right? From your competitor to get some ideas or proper keyword research. So I would highly recommend doing proper keyword research. All right, let's say you added a bunch of them, and this is when you will use your final URL, your website, and not your competitor website to drive traffic. So make sure to use that. That's your destination where you want to drive traffic. You can change the display path. So let's say you are running an ad for uh, you know for, let's say, people who are interested in like buying a house instead of selling a house. So you can just, for display purpose, you can say buy, and as you can see, the display URL changes over here. That's pretty cool. Google is recommending a bunch of headlines. So delete all of them, or auto recommended ones, and create new ones. No, so I'm gonna use ChatGPT for the fun. I'm gonna say you are an expert digital advertiser. I have a real estate website, and I want to attract potential buyers who are looking for real estate agents in Sacramento. Please write 5 Google Ads headline and descriptions. The headlines needs to be less than 30 characters, and descriptions needs to be less than 90 characters. All right, there you go. Let ChatGPT do its thing, and it's gonna give you like some really good headlines and descriptions. So, top Sacramento real estate agents, find your dream home in Sacramento. Sacramento homes, find yours now. Blah blah blah, and there you have 5 headlines and descriptions. So you can tweak it, make modifications. You don't need to pay expensive writers, even though writers are recommended. You don't need to make grammatical mistakes. Let a tool like ChatGPT do a thing, and then copy them and then paste it over here. So I'm gonna just for the heck of it, I'm gonna copy some of them. I'm gonna go back, copy this headline, paste it. Look, I asked ChatGPT to stay below 30 characters, but it's not following my advice properly. Anyways, so you add your headlines, you add your descriptions. Now, make sure to verify your business, so that way you can add your business logo. I highly recommend. It's a good feature to take advantage of. Site links, so it's a great way to add hyperlinks. So let's say you want to draw you have like bunch of different pages on your website. You can use site links, so that way people can go click on your site link and they can go directly to a page within your website. It helps with click-through rate. You can add call out extensions. Again, call out is basically um, you can have something like guaranteed offer, or it can be something like 24/7 customer service, something like that. Those are all call outs, and as you can see, it can really improve your search ads. Call out will improve your search ads by 3%, site link by 0.1, and get more clicks by improving your headlines and description. So make sure that you add a bunch of options in here and try to take your ad strength to like excellent. So finally, it's time to set budget. So once you are done with all of this, hit done, and Google will recommend a budget over here in your next section. So over here it's saying like your average daily budget should be like $28. So choose a budget, depending upon how you want to drive traffic. You don't need to reuse the recommended budget. You can use like a custom budget or something like that. And then uh, okay, so it's giving me a warning saying that if I select less than 28, it will prevent my ads showing more often, of course, for less budget. Anyways, so depending upon what your monthly spend limit is, you can set a budget, hit next, and it's going to review it. So I know it was a long video, but I really wanted to walk you through like the entire process so that you can have the best performing Google search ad campaign. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Please do like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps the Google and YouTube algorithm. With that, I will see you next time. Thank you.